Today, viewers, first you are doing great. How is everything? You are welcome to Akpos Easy Physics Tutor. Yes. Welcome to my channel once again. And I'm really delighted to see you because, getting yourself acquainted with all these things will enable you to have a deeper knowledge of physics. And from there, you can be able to apply it. And one of these days, I'm going to acquaint with us the application of physics in other courses, as physics is a very broad subject. And having a basic knowledge and a little foundational knowledge on how to solve questions like this will help us to pass the fundamental exams, the external exams, and also enable us to do well in further or advanced subjects or engineering areas that has anything to do with physics. So stay connected, stay tuned, and enjoy the ride. Please, if this is your first time of watching our video, please, I would like you to click on that subscription button, like, and share with your friends. Enjoy the ride and see you. Now, we are confronted with a question now. A question came around and we have to treat it as urgent. A motorist driving a car of mass at a speed of 108 km per hour. Yeah, the speed is what? Let's say V is equal to what? 108 km per hour. So I want us to convert it quickly to meter per second. 108 km per hour. In our subsequent video, I said 108 times 1000 divided by 60 times 60. So it will give us 108 times 1000. Give us 108,000 divided by 36500. 360,000. 3,600. Sorry. You have to give us 30. So the answer is 30 meter per second. So 108 km per hour equal to 30 meter per second. As the conversion there will lead us to that answer. Suddenly, observe a stationary dog 130 meters ahead. The dog is situated 130 meters ahead of what? Of the motorist. If he applies a retarding force of what? 2,250 Newton, a retarding force F, which is 20250 Newton. Yes. Through the brakes, the car will stop at what distance? At what distance will the car stop? Now, a retarding force is actually a negative force. Yeah, that is the force with which the vehicle is dragging the moving force backward. Yeah, it is the retarding force. Now, if he applies the retarding force through the brakes, the car will stop. At what distance will the car stop? To me, I'm seeing two questions here. At what distance will the car stop? And the second question is, will the car hit the dog? Yeah, will the car hit the dog? Now, let's consider it carefully. Now, if you look at it very well now, we are having relate this mass and force together to get our acceleration. F is equal to ma. So what is m? M is so we are having 2,250 is equal to what? 750 times acceleration. So the acceleration will be 2,250 divided by 750. So we are going to have 2,250 2250 divided by 750. It gives us 3 meters per second. So that means the retarding acceleration or deceleration to which the body is coming is what? 3 meters per second. So now the question is, what's the distance? Now let's consider the equation. A motor driving a motor car, yes, they didn't tell us initial, of course, the final velocity is 108, and so we can use the formula v squared is equal to u squared plus 2as. Yes. The acceleration at this point now is what? Is negative because it is decelerating. So what is x? X is the distance. So we are looking for x, the distance now. So what is v? V is what? 30 meters per second, which is the final velocity. So 30 squared is equal to u. The initial velocity, of course, is 0. Now u is 0 squared plus 2. Now it times, okay, a is what? Minus, because it is decelerating, minus 3 times minus 3 times x. So you're having 30 squared to give us 900 is equal to what? Plus times minus 6 times x. So let's divide it. So we're having x plus times minus yes, x is equal to what? 900 divided by 6. So 900 divided by 6 divided by 6, 150. X to give us 150. It cannot be negative, but we apply negative because it is decelerating. So x is 150. So let's neglect the negative. So the distance is 150 meter. So now the question is, the dog is at what point? The dog is at 130 meter. So the question is, will the car hit the dog? Yes, the car will hit the dog, and then we still move about 20 meter ahead. 20 meter ahead of the dog. So that means the car will hit the dog. The car will eventually hit the dog. So it's a sad issue to the dog. Now the second question is, a 500 gram mass initially at rest is subjected to a force F. Now the mass is what? 500 gram. Initially at rest is subjected to a force if the object attains a speed of 12 meter per second. The speed is what? 12 meter per second. Now, after moving a distance of 60 meter, the value of F is dash. So what is F? We don't know. Now at this point in time, we got initially at rest. Now they may note to us that it is initially at rest. So if it is initially at rest, U is equal to 0. So we are going to find our acceleration first, because before you can find the mass, the force, you must have your acceleration. So what is the relationship connecting the V, the X, the distance, and then the acceleration? It's nothing but equation 2, which is what? V squared is equal to U squared plus 2AX. So let's input it. So the V is what? Is 12 squared is equal to 0 squared plus 2 times A times X is what? 60. So 12 squared to give us 144 is equal to 2 times 60 to give us 120A. So divide both sides by 120. So we are going to have 144 divided by 120 is equal to A. So our A will give us 144 divided by 120, 144 divided by 120 to give us 1.2. Our A is 1.2 meter per second square. Yes, using this formula, we arrive at our A as 1.2 meter per second square. Now, after getting our A as 1.2 meter per second square, we go further by looking for the mass. So what connects the mass? The force, the mass, and acceleration. So F is equal to ma. Don't forget to be using this formula. So what is our F? F is what we are looking for here now. So what is our M? M is what? 500 grams. But we cannot use gram because we need to take it to a value that can equate us or give us in Newton. So we need to convert this to kilogram. So 500 divided by what? 1000 to give us kilogram, because 1000 grams make 1 kilogram. So 500 divided by 1000 to give us what? 0.5 kilogram. Yes. When you divide it by 1000 to give you 0.5 kilogram, because 1000 grams make 1 kilogram. So let's substitute it into this formula. So we are going to have our F is equal to what? 0.5 times what is our A that we got? 1.2. So if you multiply it, 0.5 times 1.2 to give us what? 0.6 Newton. So the force with which the object is moving is at 0.6 Newton. Very simple, very straightforward. It's very sad that this at question number 1, the car eventually hits the dog and still move a distance of 20 meters ahead. Then at this point in time now, the force with which the body is moving is what? 2.6 Newton. Very simple. Yeah. This marks the end of friction. We're moving further to the next topic. Please stay tuned and get connected. Love you guys. Have a nice day and see you in our next video. Bye.